What if everything you have ever been told about loss is wrong? Not slightly wrong, completely wrong. The people you have lost are not gone. Physics proves it. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why. Carlo Rovelli is one of the most respected theoretical physicists alive today. He has spent 40 years studying one single question. Not black holes, not the Big Bang. Time. What it actually is. Where it comes from. Whether it even exists. And what he found does not just change how you think about death, it changes how you think about every moment you are living right now. By the end of this video, you will never think about loss the same way again. You experience time as a river, moving, flowing, carrying you forward from the past into the present, into the future. The past is gone, fixed, unreachable. The future is coming, uncertain, not yet real. And the present, this moment right now, is the only thing that actually exists. That is not just how time feels. That is what every human being who has ever lived has assumed time actually is. And it is wrong. Not slightly wrong. Not a philosophical technicality. Wrong in the way that matters most. Wrong in a way that changes what death is. Wrong in a way that changes where the people you have lost actually are. Here is what the physics says. In 1905, Albert Einstein published his theory of special relativity. Inside that theory, almost as a side effect, was a conclusion so strange that a century later, most people still have not absorbed what it actually means. There is no universal present moment. There is no single now that exists across the universe. What you call now is local, personal, relative to where you are and how fast you are moving. Two observers moving at different speeds experience time passing at different rates. This is not theory, it has been measured. Atomic clocks on satellites run faster than clocks on the ground. GPS systems have to correct for this, or they stop working. Time is not a river everyone is floating down together. Time is something each of us experiences differently, locally, personally. Einstein's equations answer the question of what time actually is, but the answer is something most people are not ready to hear. Because it does not just change what time is, it changes what loss is. It changes where the people who are no longer here actually are. Here is what Einstein's equations actually say about time. Not the simplified version, the full version. The one physicists understand but rarely say out loud in plain language. Past, present, future. All three exist simultaneously, right now, at this moment, as you watch this. Every moment that has ever happened is still happening somewhere in the structure of space-time. Every moment that will happen already exists. The universe is not a river moving forward. It is a block, a four-dimensional structure in which every moment, every single second of every single life that has ever been lived exists permanently and completely. Physicists call this the block universe. And it is not a theory. It is the direct mathematical consequence of Einstein's relativity. The equations do not describe a universe where the past disappears. They describe a universe where the past is as real and as present as the chair you are sitting in right now. Think about what that means. The moment you were born still exists, completely, permanently. The moment you fell in love for the first time still exists. The moment you last saw someone before they died still exists. Not in memory, not in photographs, not in the story you tell yourself, in the actual structure of reality.
When I first understood this, truly understood it, not just mathematically, but in my body, in my life, I sat with it for a long time. because it means something that the equations alone cannot prepare you for. It means that every moment you have ever lived is permanent. The good ones, the ones you want to hold on to, and the ones you would give anything to take back. All of it, fixed, woven into the fabric of what exists forever. Whatever you have experienced, whatever has happened to you, it is part of the permanent record of this universe. Nothing you have lived through has been erased. Nothing ever will be.
That is the block universe. Every moment permanent, every moment real. And if that is true, then the question of where the people we love go when they die is not the question you thought it was. Because they did not go anywhere. The physics says they are exactly where you left them, in the moments you shared. Permanent, real, unreachable, but not gone. And there is one moment in particular that changed how Carlo Rovelli understood his own theory. Not in a laboratory, not at a whiteboard, at a graveside.
My father's life is not over. Not in the way we mean when we say someone is gone. Every moment of his life, every morning he woke up, every conversation we had, every time he looked at me when I was a child, those moments exist. They are not memories. They are not echoes. They are real as this moment right now. The difference between the living and the dead is not that one exists and one does not. The difference is that we cannot reach them anymore. They are there, in the structure of what is real, in the block of space-time that contains everything that has ever happened. We just cannot get back to them. And I do not know if that is the most consoling thing physics has ever said, or the most devastating.
Carlo Rovelli's father died when Rovelli was deep into his work on the nature of time. He stood at the graveside and did what grieving people do. He tried to locate his father somewhere. Not in heaven, not in an afterlife. Rovelli is a physicist. He does not reach for those answers. He reached for the only thing he had, the equations. And the equations said something that stopped him completely. Sit with that for a moment. The person you are thinking about right now, the one who came to mind when this video started, they are not gone. The moments you had with them, the ordinary ones, the ones you did not know to pay attention to, the last ones, all of it exists, permanently, completely, in the structure of reality itself. You cannot reach them, but they are there. And here is what the physics says about the moment of death itself. The moment a person takes their last breath, that moment exists permanently in the block universe. It happened. It is woven into the fabric of space-time. It cannot be unwoven. But so does every moment before it. The moment they laughed, the moment they held your hand, the moment they were most alive and most present and most themselves. All of it exists with equal permanence. Death does not erase what was. It cannot. The equations will not allow it. But here is where Rovelli's physics takes a turn that nobody expects. Because if every moment is permanent, past, present, and future, all equally real and equally fixed, then a question follows that is deeply uncomfortable. One that Rovelli himself spent years sitting with. And the answer cuts right to the heart of what it means to be alive.
This is the question that kept me awake, not the mathematics. The mathematics I could handle. But the implication. If everything is fixed, if the block universe is real, then what am I? Am I just reading a script that already exists? Is every moment of love, every choice to be present, to pay attention, to show up for the people who need you, already determined? I sat with that question for years, and the answer I arrived at, from the physics, from the mathematics, from everything the equations were trying to tell me, is not what I expected.
If the block universe is real, if past, present, and future all exist simultaneously, then every choice you will ever make is already made. Every word you will say tomorrow already exists in the block. Every moment of joy, every mistake, every loss that is still coming, already there, already real, already permanent. Which means, do you have free will? Does anything you do actually matter? If the future already exists, if the moment of your death is already fixed somewhere in the structure of space-time, then what exactly are you doing right now? What is the point of trying, of choosing, of loving carefully and living deliberately? If it is already written, why does any of it matter? Because the block universe does not make your choices meaningless. It makes them permanent. And that is an entirely different thing. Here is what Rovelli understood. Time as we experience it, the feeling of moving forward, of the present being special, of the past being behind us and the future ahead, does not come from the fundamental structure of reality. It comes from us. From the fact that we are complex, warm, alive, made of billions of interacting parts generating heat and entropy and the irreversible arrow of experience. Time flows because we are the kind of things that flow. Rocks do not experience time passing. Stars do not feel the present moment. We do, because consciousness, awareness, is the thing that carves now out of the block. You are not a passive observer riding a river that already exists. You are the thing that makes the river feel real.
And this is what changes everything about the question of free will. Yes, the block universe exists. Every moment is permanent. The future is as real as the past. But you do not experience it that way. You experience it as a sequence of choices, of moments, of nows. And those choices, even if they are fixed in the block, are real. They matter. They are the mechanism by which the future becomes the past. Your love for someone is written permanently into the structure of space-time. Your choice to be present, to pay attention, to stay, permanent, real, unreachable by death, unreachable by time. The block universe does not take meaning away. It preserves it forever.
Every act of love you have ever performed exists permanently in the structure of reality. Every moment you showed up for someone, every time you chose connection over convenience, every second you gave to the people who mattered most. Permanent, fixed, woven into the fabric of what is real. Death cannot touch it. Time cannot erase it. The equations will not allow it. There is a hand, still warm, and a silence that was not there before, and you do not know where they went, but the physics knows. They went nowhere. They are exactly where every moment goes, into the permanent structure of what has existed, into the block, into something that death cannot reach. And so are you. Every moment you are alive right now is already permanent, already real, already beyond the reach of loss. The only question is whether you are paying attention while it happens.